Reggie, Reggie, Reggie. See his eye? It was a lot worse. You don't have to always go to the vet. I mean, you want to be careful. You may have to go to the vet. But there is things you can do. And I make an eye wash. And, okay, these are 2 herbs that are really good to use with the saline solution. But you need to make a tea first. Now, this time I only used the calendula. Often I use both the chamomile and the calendula. You could and I've used just the chamomile. Either one are really good. Another one that I haven't tried but I've heard about is an herb called eyebright. And I don't know how it would do with the infections. I just don't know that much about it. I've just heard about it. But these 2 I know work. I've used these. You make a tea with them, and you need to strain it really, really well because you don't want, and these are really hard. What you might do when you make a tea with these is use a little tea bag because the little teeny tiny seeds from these can get out of your regular strainers, and you don't want any particles to go in the eye of the pet or person that you are treating. So make sure you put these in a tea bag or something when you make the tea, and then it needs to be totally cool. You don't want a hot solution going in the eye. You don't want a super cold one. Like I keep it in the refrigerator between uses. So I take it out early and let it warm just a little bit, and I usually put some in the dropper first and let it set or hold it in my hand to just take the chill off from it. You want it as close to room temperature as possible for it to be comfortable for the pet or whoever that you're putting the solution in the eye wash in. So both of these herbs are really good to help clear up infections. Okay, this one I just did calendula, and you just put a little bit of salt because or saline solution. Make your own saline solution with salt. And you don't want it real strong or it'll burn. But if you just have a little bit, kind of depends how much liquid you use, just a little, excuse me, it makes it very similar to your the moisture already in your eyes because we have that in us. That's like they use saline solution and to put medicine in your IVs and stuff. But anyway, I don't know about all that. I'm not a doctor or nurse or anything like that. So I don't know how exactly they do all that. All I know is I make eye washes for people and for pets. Then what I do, I get an eyedropper, and you have to have somebody hold them with gloves. Now, he didn't scratch, but some cats will, and he might, you never know. And I really let the eye go too long on him because he has a problem with his eyes anyway. They're a light blue, and they tend to get infected and stuff really easy. But usually before it gets infected, it'll get a little pink or runny or something, and then it'll clear right up. This time it wasn't. And I didn't have anybody to hold him while I administered the eye drops into his eye. So I let it go a little longer than I should. I've done it before, and it just clears right up. But you need to do it several times a day. I've only had someone around enough to do it maybe once or twice a day, if that. And sometimes I didn't have anyone, so that's why it took me so long to get to it. With all the critters I have, I can't afford to take each to the vet each time. But actually, I don't need to because he's even got, I think he got bit by a snake or a spider or something, and it got infected. It was eating away like a spider bite or something on him. And I cleared that up with some of my herbs. And I've cleared his eyes up several times with herbs, making the eye wash. So you can do these things. If I can do it, you can do it, because I am not a doctor or a nurse. You know, it's funny. My sister is really good at helping people, rubbing them down, rubbing their feet, she used to work in the hospital some years ago, and she would have made a fantastic nurse. Not me. That's not My forte, putting my hands on people is just not my forte. But what I like to do is make the stuff that the person nursing would use, so to speak, the person helping, laying hands on, adjusting people, um, adjusting like just fixing their pillow or moving them around or just, I don't know, just that kind of a thing. My sister is really, really good at. Um, Gee, when we were younger, we should have got together, huh? I should have learned all this stuff when I was really young, and then I could have made stuff she could administer. Administer, and I don't mean like a doctor or nurse or something, but you know how you do when people aren't feeling well or they've twisted their ankle or whatever, and you have someone making them comfortable and giving them massages, kind of, a home type of a thing. And then I could have made the other stuff. We'd have been a great team. Hey, sis, we'd have made a great team. But I don't know. I'm just, I'm not gifted in that area like she was, but I have my area where I like to work with the herbs and stuff. So that's kind of the way it is. We all work together. Everybody has their own gifts. Not everybody is the same. Isn't that neat? I mean, we all are important because we all have our own things that we do. And we all share, all work together, and we could really accomplish a lot. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you would, and we will catch you all next time. Bye now.